Yeah, I like that. The Lakers finally showed some backbone, but I ain't worried about Jude Randle because I know he got it. He built like that. He made of that right stuff. But you look at what happened last night. When you get your two young guns go 26 and 13, it's gonna be tough to beat. It's gonna be tough to beat. They're a good, young, hard-fought team. They play you hard. Luke Walton's got them playing the right way. But let's talk about old discount Steph Curry. Because the last three ball games, Skip, baby.
You know what happened? One of his Twitter
No, I made it up.
called him that.
Well, I called Jarvis Lynch. Oh, never mind. But anyway, Skip, because Skip, this is what Skip likes to do. Skip's like this, like, he won't look at the whole season. He'll go back over his last 10 games, over his last 5 games, to try to accent and highlight how good someone is doing.
Or maybe last 20 games.
Okay, but let's go back to the last 3-game Lonzo, because you know, you shoot at 3, you know, he was 41%. You know Lonzo Ball shot 41% from the three-point line? Skip just told me that like 1,700 times.
At UCLA.
Okay, but anyway, he's 3 of 21 over his last 3 games from the three-point line. That's 14%. Over that same span, he's shooting 29% from the floor. And over his last 4 games, he's 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
Who won those games?
Hold on, whoa, Skip, wait a minute. Skip, wait a minute.
My restaurant only
Joy, is it my turn, Joy? Joy, is it my turn? Is it my turn? Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, now, how do you expect you shot the ball. That thing was wet. I saw you on Area 21. Man, that Eddie in the house letting that thing was splashing.
He can shoot it, man.
How can you be a 41% three-point shooter and you a 46% free throw shooter? Is that possible?
For me, no.
That ain't possible for nobody. There's nobody in the history of the game that will shoot 40% from the three-point line and then turn around and shoot 46% from the free throw line, which is currently what your guy is doing.
Tell me when it's my turn.
It's not your turn just yet, Skip, baby. Can I get one more second? Can I get one more second? The fact of the matter is that someone would implement the Hack-a-Lonzo for your point guard that's going to handle the ball 80% of the time moving forward. That they're willing to foul him and put him on the line. And that thing was like, boing. I thought he was a brick mason. How about big old house? Build me a house up in Malibu. You got a lot of bricks.
You going to let me go?
Go ahead.
So, about 10 days ago on this show, I sat right here in this seat, and I first guessed this, and I was way ahead of the curve because I was the first one on the show who brought up the fact that Lonzo Ball is a pathetic free throw shooter because he cannot figure out how to do this at the free throw line, and it won't work. If you're trying to do this at the free throw line as opposed to this at the three-point line, you're going to have all kinds of demons in your head when nobody's around you and you're standing there by yourself with the world watching, trying to figure out how to make it go 15 feet through the hoop, right? So he's got big issues he's facing because you either got to shoot it your conventional, unconventional way, or you got to figure out how to make it that way, or you got to figure out how to make it underhanded. If that's how you
you want to shoot granny shot. You want to shoot the granny shot.
Rick Barry, my close friend. How are you, Rick? He watches this show.
Yeah.
So the problem with Lonzo Ball is that he does have a free throw problem, and I told you that day they're going to start Hack-a-Lonzo. And this was desperate because they were 7-point down, so I didn't think it was going to happen. But I think they were just jacking with him. I think it was still a little like not trash talk, but just trash jabs, you know, like let's just go ahead and foul him and make him go up there and miss them. And he went up and missed them. But with 7 minutes left, he did make a huge 3 in that game. It was the only 3 he made, but it put him up 1. So he is a clutch three-point shooter when it's time to make one. And help me out, Mr. Sharpe, as we look down this box score. All these players played for Denver, and all these players played for the Los Angeles Lakers. Who had the best plus-minus in this game? Wait, hold on just a second. Oh, Lonzo Ball had the best plus-minus of plus 18. It led both teams. That's pretty impressive. And his team just keeps winning games. They're now 20-9 since January 7th. That's pretty great.
What did he get
Plus
back?
minus is the
Bobo stat.
most bogus stat in
it
look at Kyle Kuzma, 26 and 13, he minus 9.
Well, just show you.
Randall.
That don't make no
11
sense.
to 17.
That don't make no sense.
Interesting. Well, Lonzo Ball played 41 minutes, and he was plus 18, so good stuff was happening.
Hey, but
and by the way, he had 9 rebounds and 8 assists and 3 steals and 2 block shots. That's just phenomenal.
And 5 points.
By the way, can we see that block early in that game? Because this is the way Lonzo's going to retaliate on the Nuggets and Jamal Murray. Let's just see how this goes. Boom! That's your point guard who did that. That's Lonzo Ball, the point guard. How about that?
He's 6'7".
That not work?
And that's
your point guard.
good, but he need to get in the lab.
Oh.
He needs to get back in the lab.
Yeah.
He can't be the weak link out there as far as free
I
throw
told
shoot.
you. I already said it. I said you got to go figure it out.
He got to get in the lab.
Because he got in the lab, he got in the gym with his assistant coaches, and he figured out his three-point shot.
No, he didn't. Skip.
He 1 for 7.
Yes, he did.
Skip, the guy had 3 for 21.
He was 1 for 7.
He went over a 20-game span, shot 44%.
Okay, what about those 40 games
goes,
before?
how many? Do I have to come in here every day and say LeBron went 2 for 8 from 3? Because there are a lot of 2 for 8 nights.
Oh, no, wait, no, it ain't.
Yeah.
No, it ain't. Skip, don't do that.
Yeah.
Skip, you just saw the man.
Hey, in 7
games,
games, he's 45 from 3. LeBron is.
Yep.
In 7 games.
Yeah.
So he fills up the stat sheet. And by the way, guess who leads the Los Angeles Lakers in defensive rebounds? Defensive rebounds. The point guard does. How do you figure that?
He should lead them in
'Cause he is
offensive rebounds.
special.
Because
He is special.
I agree with you that he's special. I was here last year saying that they had to draft him.
Thank you.
But he needs to get in the lab, man. You can't miss free throws. You can't be a liability out there as the point guard and all these leading the team in rebound, defensive rebound. You can't be cannot be a liability.
2 very special rookies have one thing in common. Ben Simmons can't shoot a lick either. He can't make a free throw. They've been hack-a-Ben.
But you know what I like
out
about
there
Ben?
triple-doubling too.
But you know what I like about Ben? Ben knows what he isn't. He knows he's not a three-point shot, so he don't even attempt them.
Unless it's late. Everything mid-range to the right.
He's got one thing going for him. He's 7 feet tall, so that works.
Whoa. Now you mad. Now you mad.
I can't give Lonzo 5 more inches.
He only 1 or 2 inches taller than Lonzo.
No, he's 7 feet tall.
He's not 7 feet
I looked at him
tall.
up against Embiid. They're the
No,
same
he's not
height.
7 feet
Go
tall.
check it out.
Hold on.
Go check it out.
You make it seem like Lonzo is Isaiah Thomas. Lonzo is 6'7".
6'7".
He is.
Okay.
And he's long and he's athletic. People say he's not athletic.
Okay, what you gonna do about these 3-pointers?
He got to just get in the lab, man.
I just
That's
told
it.
you. He went on a 20-game stretch. He was on fire.
But you
It's
can't
gonna
you got to
come
do
and
it
it's
for
go.
a season. Nobody
So
want to talk
think
about
what
no
we're
couple
doing.
games.
Think what we just did. This is a 20-year-old rookie with the biggest target on his back in the history of sports, painted by his father, unfortunately.
And you too.
And you are critiquing him from game to game. Look what he did from 3. Well, what are you doing?
Who's critiquing him from game to him?
Yeah, every day. So look at this. And if I come in and say, well, he made 6 out of 7 threes, and he made 3 late clutch threes like he did in that one game where he just took the game over and won it, it's like, oh, yeah.
But
He just needs to be more consistent, and especially at the free throw line. You got to make your free. That's the easiest. That's that easy free money. You got to get that.
You can't even say consistent. You just got to figure out how to make one. You know, like we're not even talking about coming and going. It's gone the whole year.
Well, if they hadn't hacked him, this would have been 4 straight games. He didn't even get to the free throw line.
Okay.
But this is what
you know what I've been telling you, and I told you when I first guessed it. He is avoiding the rim just the way LeBron does in late game situations because LeBron fears the free throw line. And this kid is so high IQ, he's saying, I don't know if I want to get in there and mix it up because they're going to make me go shoot those free throws. So that's no good. It's no good.
No, that's not good. He needs to make his free throw. But I like what Denver and the Lakers is creating right now. As long as they keep it on the court, I love the chippiness and them getting after it and Isaiah Thomas throwing the ball to Jamal Murray at the end of the game. I like little things like that within the game. Don't take it
and I told
too
you
far, but it's good. I really like what's going on.
Julius is a monster.
Yeah,
he doesn't have like a monster psyche because he's a late bloomer. He's just now figuring out. It's like he doesn't know his own strength. Last night, I think he woke up and knew his own strength because Jokic is jacking with him, and he just says, okay, I'm going to send you to the floor, man.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.